and then you struggle in your life. I struggled for 32 years, right? I was mentally blocked, emotionally unavailable, addicted to things that kept me in this stuck loop.
Love is the frequency you wanna feel. Hold that frequency and you will heal.
Love is the frequency you want to feel. Hold that frequency and you will heal. Today I want to discuss feelings. Understanding that panic, suffering, heaviness, and that emptiness inside of you is not random. It happens basically when we are disconnected from the heart and we're living in our mind, because this is basically living in the analytical mind. Because the analytical mind can only predict, it can only calculate, it can only protect you to keep you alive, but it doesn't provide you any guidance. It doesn't provide you any fulfillment. It doesn't provide you any aligned action in your life, right? We need to provide that. And how do we provide that? We need to provide it by connecting to our feelings, connecting to our internal compass. But when the mind overrides your feelings, and you live in your mind, you stop hearing your inner signals, right? You ignore what's true for you. You try to control outcomes instead of moving in your life. You fight reality instead of responding to it. You live in reacting mode instead of responding. What is this trying to teach me? Why do I need to pay attention to this? Instead of reacting to it, instead of pushing it out the way. Respond, let it come into your field, let it see it as information. Because this resistance towards life and this reacting mode is actually creating anxiety, panic, and depression. And then you struggle in your life. I struggled for 32 years, right? I was mentally blocked, emotionally unavailable, addicted to things that kept me in this stuck loop. But now, connecting back to my feeling-based system, I understand that the heart is the internal compass. It's the feeling-based system, right? It provides you information. It allows you to see what this life experience, what this current reality is showing to me. When you have an open heart, you allow it to come in and you can respond to whatever's happening, right? When we are just stuck in the mind, we analytically thinking about it and we can't fully comprehend what's coming, because life is energy first. Life is feeling first, right? Because the truth is that your body will tell you before your mind does, right? You walk into a room and you feel the energy shift. That means that your body is signaling to you before you even find out and analytically think about it, what just happened, right? This is why we must listen to our feeling, our internal systems. The world will tell you, don't trust your feelings. Think about it logically. But this is where we've been removed, right? Even for men, you can't cry. You can't trust your feelings. That's for women. No. We all have feelings. We are all human, right? It's part of our human nature to have feelings. This is how we move in life, okay? Now I understand that it's okay to feel. Now I understand that feeling actually moves me in the direction and brings me clarity. Because once you connect to your feeling-based system, your choices become clearer. Your life becomes lighter. Okay. And then synchronicities, things just start adding up and you're like, oh, okay, this is all working the way it needs to be working. And you're like, my life is like a movie now. My life is like a game, because your daily actions will start flowing instead of you forcing, right? I don't need to calculate anymore. I don't need to go, why do I need to? I just listen. I pay attention to my impulses and I go and do it. Okay. And then you start attracting, right? Your life starts attracting what it needs to match to, instead of you chasing what you want to go for, right? Because everything is energy. Everything will start coming to you. So anyone that is feeling stuck right now in their life, ask yourself the following questions. What am I feeling right now? What feels true to me? Where am I forcing instead of flowing? What would I choose if I trusted myself fully? Because when you understand, not understand, understand, that is a feeling. When you understand, every cell in your body understands it, right? When you understand this and you realize that you don't need more control in your life, You need more connection to yourself, your true self, connecting back to the original self inside of this body, the one that animates this body, right? You are soul first. You are energy first before this physical body, this avatar is animated, right? You are the energy in the light bulb. The body is the light bulb and you are the energy inside of it, giving it the on thing. You know what I'm saying? So I want you to breathe into your chest right now. Pay attention to how your body feels. Notice and pay attention to what expands you and what contracts you in your life, right? Start becoming more aware. And now take the next step that feels aligned for you. Because when you connect back to your heart, it brings your mind back online, right? Because we need them synced. Once the mind and heart is in sync, that's when your life starts moving in the direction you desire it to be. So if you're ready to take the next step, I invite you to come and join the Soul Player Hub community. It's a tribe of soul players reconnecting to themselves, finding themselves, and actively working on themselves. So you'll find the link in the video description down below. And if you're ready, soul player, I'll see you inside. Goodbye.
Love is the frequency you wanna feel. Hold that frequency and you will heal. Love is the frequency to instill. Hold